Happy Devils Monday. This is Game Day Live. Vinnie, Parise, and I are pretty late today. How are you, Vinnie?
I'm doing good. Today's been a crazy day. I am literally holding my laptop up to my face so that everybody can see me. I don't have a table. I have nothing surrounding me. That's I might sound a little weird. I apologize if I do, but it's moving day and tomorrow's also a moving day. But we're still grinding the Let's Go Devils podcast game day live. That don't pause for moving. The Devils don't pause because I'm moving. Absolutely not. They don't take a backseat to me. I don't take a backseat to them. So here we are.
Well, Vinnie, just explain to the listeners. We got day jobs, we got lives, and the last 30 minutes, Vinnie, was a scramble to get this podcast going. You've got your thing going. I got my thing going. I had to work late, but that doesn't stop Game Day Live. And look at the people at Taj Lounge 973 as they are pre-gaming before the Devils take on the Vancouver Canucks. We're streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Good times at Taj Lounge 973. Try the bucket of beers. Try the catfish. Try everything. Everything is good there. The mac and cheese. And I'm going to text T right now to let her know that we're on because we're a little bit late today. But who cares? Devils are taking on the Vancouver Canucks, and I think every Devils fan tonight are going to be scouts. They're going to be scouting the Vancouver Canucks. They are going to be scouting who may be a future New Jersey Devil. And yesterday, Tom Fitzgerald, to the red and black members, I think that's what they call them right now, red and black members, that really the season ticket holders, that you are looking at the future Stanley Cup champions. That's what he was saying. Do you really believe that, Vinny? Because I'm going to write about it, about pucksandpitchforks.com. First off, I'm a season ticket holder. I didn't even get the email. I didn't even know that they had open practice. I totally would have been there.
Yeah, I don't know if I buy it right now. I love some of the players that they have, but I can't sit here and act like, oh, this team's going to win the Stanley Cup. I really can't. Can you say that about any of the young teams? I just don't get the point of why he would say that. Like, for example, who are some of the best young teams in the NHL right now? For me, it's like Detroit, Anaheim, Ottawa, the Kings. These are all teams that probably could make a claim like, hey, we think we're going to win the Stanley Cup in the next couple years because our young team is awesome. The Devils, you got Jack Hughes, he's sweet. Jesper Brett, he's awesome. Nico Hischier developing into a really good two-way centerman. I like a couple of the pieces. Dougie Hamilton's there for a long time. I like Graves. I hope he sticks around. Siegenthaler's pretty good, but there's no goaltender to speak of long term. Mackenzie Blackwood, he's a big question mark. Nico Dawes, question mark. John Gillies, not the answer. So there are so many different things that need to happen in order for this team to even become a playoff team, let alone a Stanley Cup team. So I just don't really see why he would say that at all. It doesn't make too much sense to me. So that's
I
where I'm
want
at
to
on the whole
hear
thing.
answers. I want to hear what he's going to do to make the New Jersey Devils forget about being a Stanley Cup contender, at least making it to the playoffs. You know what? If he went out there and held himself and the players accountable in front of pretty much a packed house of just watching open practice, I would have forgiven everybody for at least a year. I would have forgiven everybody. But that just made it worse. That made it worse. It would be great to say, and I know it's tough, but sometimes leaders have to take a tough position and a tough role. You have to admit fault in this, and we're going to do everything we can to rectify it. We need to get better in all aspects of the game. And I wouldn't say call out the players, but we got to be better defensively. We got to protect the puck more. We need to, let's say, get better goaltending. Okay, because these are all glaring signs. But also, when you do that, you also say, okay, look how our special teams has done in the past 8 weeks. It's progressing where we want to be. We got to take building blocks, my friends, the season ticket holders. Used to say we were taking building steps in that direction. All I ask you is watch us improve, and we are going to fix these problems. But to say that you're watching future Stanley Cup champions, I hope he's right. I hope he's right. But the problem is, I don't like to hedge my bets on hope. I want to hedge my bets on action and holding accountability. And honestly, in my mind, I'm so happy that I didn't get the email that there was an open practice, because I would have started the BS chant right then and there and probably got thrown out and probably abolished by the New Jersey Devils ever of participating in that type of event.
Yeah, you got to be careful. But I mean, everybody knows he's just trying to appease some of the people and get some chants from the crowd. He probably isn't thinking like, well, what is the internet crowd going to say when they hear these quotes and Amanda Stein tweets them out and all this stuff? That probably doesn't cross his mind when he's giving a speech like that, like how bad of a look it actually is. But we might in 5 years be like, whoa, Tom Fitzgerald, he knew what he was saying. He wasn't wrong. And like it would surprise me a little bit, but at the same time, like, what's he supposed to say? No, we're gonna suck forever. I mean, I don't know about that. So it really just, if I were him, I would have just not said anything, because I don't think you can win or lose by saying either of those two things right now. So, keep building. The trade deadline's coming up. Tom Fitzgerald, do the right thing. Please don't trade Jesper Bratt unless it's for a absolute haul of a return, like some of those rumors that were started online today. I don't know. I like some pieces on this team. I can't sit here and say with a straight face that I hate everything. This team is just pure garbage. I don't believe that. I like, they're higher than them in the standings that I think are way worse off in the future than the New Jersey Devils, like teams like the Chicago Blackhawks, for example. Like that team is a little bit higher in the standings. Kane and DeBrincat can steal some games. They have Fleury, but like they're going nowhere in the future. Like the Devils, that's not necessarily the case for them. I believe there are pieces that can be on a championship team and can develop into a championship core. But you don't need to say that right now, Tom Fitzgerald. I just think it was bad, dumb timing.
Yeah, and you know what, Vinny? Let's take a live look in. The dedicated fans at Taj Lounge 973, pre-gaming, knowing that there's no playoffs in sight. There's nothing, but they're still here. They're watching. They are watching us on Game Day Live. And you know what? That's really my complaint about Tom Fitzgerald. Trust me, I like Tom Fitzgerald. I was the one that defended Lindy Ruff on pucksandpitchforks.com. I was the one that's calling 2025. I'm willing to be patient because I like to see what Tom Fitzgerald's magic, the Fitz magic of those draft picks once they start playing in the NHL. But if you're going to talk that kind of hype, you better walk the walk, talk the talk, walk the walk. I don't know about that one, because now you paint yourself in a corner. The pressure's on you, Tom Fitzgerald. You said it, not us. I would have been satisfied. Hey, we apologize. We're getting ourselves better. Thank you for coming to practice. You are devoted fans. We haven't played well at times, but we're going to get there. I promise you, we're going to get there. But to stay that you're seeing the future Stanley Cup champions, stop it. Just
Yeah,
stop it.
I
I
agree.
can't get
That's
over it.
just dumb. There's no point. There's no point to it. There was no reason for him to say that. So that's where I'm at on it.
Yeah. I mean, okay, but at least he talked to the crowd. Let's give him some credit. It's at least he showed up. At least he talked to him
Yeah,
personally.
that's true.
I wish
There
I
are a
was
lot of other
there.
general
I wish I was
managers.
there. Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'm so happy that Taj Lounge 973 has a lot of people there. Make sure you tip your bartenders, your waitresses, all that jazz. Leave a big fat tip. Leave a big fat tip, and I'll tell you, you know, it's a good thing. So, long story short, long story. Are they waving to us? Are they waving to us? I'm not sure. I don't know if T forgot to turn on the TV or not. I don't know. I texted her. But anyway, so let's get to the game tonight. A couple players I'm going to be looking for. Obviously, Quinn Hughes. All the hype of uniting the Hughes brothers on one team. That would be kind of interesting. That Hughes pairing on defense. We can all imagine. We can all dream. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. You never know one day. But the Brock Nest Monster, the rumors, Frank Saravalli, dailyfaceoff.com, put out there about a couple weeks ago. Would the Devils trade Pavel Zacha for the Brock Nest Monster? Vancouver needs salary cap help, Vinny. And that's what makes these trades, potential trades, actually possible, if you think about it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And they put out there about Jesper Bratt today too, which really to me wouldn't be too much of a salary dump unless they make like a crazy trade. But because he's going to get paid after this year, he's going to get paid well. Him and Hughes are the only two Devils that are point per game or better. But for Brock Besser, I think a goal scorer like that coming to New Jersey's top six would do great things. Quinn Hughes obviously would be awesome. I look at Thatcher Demko as somebody who Vancouver might look to trade over the next year or two because of the fact that they have DiPietro in their system. And, we know how they are with goalies. They kind of go through the motions with them. So we'll see how that ends up turning out. But I'm excited to see this game whenever the Hughes brothers get together. Jack is 2-0 against Quinn. And it will be interesting to see if he can keep that streak going. I hear there's a painting for their house together on the line in this game. So it's definitely going to be fun to watch. And I'm really much looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Vinny. I'm looking forward to actually seeing progress. I'm looking forward to. Do we know who's starting in net? I'll look it up right
I
now.
do not know who's starting in that.
You know what? It better be Nico Dawes. I want to see Nico Dawes in net. He is the future. Let's take a look. He's potentially the future. Let's take a look because you know right now Tom Fitzgerald's going to have to evaluate the goalie situation because right now, as far as we know, Bernier and Mackenzie Blackwood are both out. They're out indefinitely. What's your plan B? What's your plan C? No offense to John Gillies, I don't think we're going to be going with him long term. He's a nice stopgap goalie for now, a backup goaltender for now, unless he improves his game dramatically. And what's happened is really not his fault. But at the same time, if the Devils were to move forward and actually get a playoff spot, they're going to need goaltending. And you never know with some of these young goaltenders how they become. My money's on Nico Dawes right now. Uh, what he's done with the Comets. The Devils drafted him in the third round not too long ago. The kid's got a good attitude. I like to see him. I like to see Schmid as well. But also with these goaltenders, I like to see how they do in the AHL playoffs when the Utica Comets play in the playoffs because I want to see the Devils organization more than anything develop winners. I want to see winning. I want to see winners. I want to see them go on on a upward trend. And I'm tired of just the same old Devils. And but I want to see them. Most likely, I would like to see them actually have a homegrown Devil in the goaltender position leading the way. I just think they're not there yet. You can't rush development. You kind of they kind of got thrown in the fire this year. Heck, we've had an e-bug that actually sat the bench this year. That tells you how bad it was.
Yeah, and it is going to be Nico Dawes in net tonight. I confirmed that from Amanda Stein on Twitter. Gillies will be the backup. So I'm with you. It's got to be something that's fixed and worked out, and hopefully it happens sooner than later. I would love to have a homegrown goaltender in net, but if they could trade for a young guy, like let's say the Devils were a cup good team in 2014-15, they could have won the cup with Corey. Like Corey Schneider was a Stanley Cup caliber goalie in his prime, and he wasn't homegrown. So like I think there's pros and cons to both. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. All right, Vinny, we're going to have to cut this short because I'm running out of time right now. But thank you for, are you in your new digs right now?
I am. It is an empty room, as you can see. I'm literally holding my laptop.
Oh,
my
wow.
My back hurts so bad. I can't wait to, get my studio set up and get all the blogs. This is the new blog cave, so really excited about it.
Wow. Wow. You know what? And one of these days after you get settled in, you got to go to Taj Lounge 973 across the street from the Prudential Center, 35 Edison Place. Best place for pregame, game day live style. All right. So predictions, Vinny. Thank you for being a trooper. But what are your thoughts tonight? Where do you think the Devils are going to? What do you think the Devils are going to do to the Vancouver Canucks?
Yeah, it's the Hughes Bowl. They both love the number 43. The reason Jack wears 86, it's because it's 43 times 2. So we will go 4-2-3 Devils.
Oh, okay. I say 8-6 Devils because of 86.
I was thinking about saying, and I'm like, are there really going to be 12 goals scored? Like, that's where my brain was at.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to figure this
14,
thing out.
sorry.
Devils After Dark after the game. I'm not sure if Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal is joining in. Vinny, you and I are going to have to correspond afterwards. But want to thank all those watching us, joining in. Have a good time at the game tonight. Also, thank you to Taj Lounge 973 for being there. I think I'll be there at March 8th game, meeting Lil Fireboy from YouTube Live before the game. He and I talked about it, and we're going to have a little pregame action. We're going to have some catfish. We're going to have some adult beverages. We're going to have, I don't know, all sorts of things. Maybe lobster tails. I don't know. But I'm sure we're going to have a good time. And also, I'm just stalling here because I will play the music shortly. Sorry, Vinny, I can't find it. But anyway, you know how that goes. This is how show business goes, Vinny. It just happens. It just happens. But want to thank all those listening in. Podcast dropped by midnight. Stick around for Devils After Dark. Thank you very much. Vinny, good to see you. Give me a call afterwards. Till next time, this is Game Day Live. Let's go Devils.